just a quick guide for Monday the 20th of April. So you might like to start the day by introducing to your child what day it is. They're very used to that with Miss Skinner and I. We always introduce what day it is, what's happening on that day, the date, and we use that as a maths tool as well, with adding one more, talking about what month we're in and what year we're in. We also have a look at the weather. We like to discuss what the weather is doing that day, and you can use that as a phonics tool as well. Sunny, you might point out that, oh, it's got the E sound at the end, and the E sound is made using the Y in this word. Talk about their mood, talk about how they're feeling. It's okay if they're feeling a bit frustrated today. Ask them why. Maybe you'd like to talk to mummy about it. We often discuss how we're feeling that day. We do circle times. And at the end of the week, you could always reflect. If you're keeping a record of the weather or their moods and their feelings, you can always discuss what day were you feeling the happiest. Maybe that's because you got to play a bit more with daddy that day. Maybe it was because it was sunny that day. But it's good to always reflect on the previous day and how they were feeling. So then, phonics. We're looking at three trigraphs today, 3 letters together making one sound. I've given you some examples of words with those 3 sounds in. You can write them down for the elephant. We don't expect them to write them today, maybe just read them. So if you were to write the words down, ear, tear. When I'm sad, I might have a tear run down my cheek, tear. Air, chair. Again, it's really good to embed the sounds they can see with digraph spotting, trigraph spotting, and sound buttoning. Your, pure. So again, just talk about the word, what it means, put it into a sentence. If they're finding this quite easy, challenge them by sound buttoning and then get them to write them in sentences. For literacy, I have added a PowerPoint. So we're meant to be thinking about the garden in our topic this half term, and we were going to look at tadpoles in week 1. So have a look at the PowerPoint, use lots and lots of language today. Read the PowerPoint once, twice, 3 times, however many times you feel it's necessary. There's a video attached as well, and have a Google what you can find about tadpoles. Do some investigation, but discuss it today. Use today to really use the language to build on their knowledge. Tadpoles, eggs, hatch. Of course, in all of our learning, Miss Skinner and I would always try to embed that phonics at hatch. What does hatch mean? So, in handwriting, he and she are 2 of our phase 3 tricky words. Handwriting, they can practice their letter formation using these tricky words, making sure they've got a clear starting point. And again, I've attached a document on the website just to give you a helping hand on where all the starting points for the letter shapes are. For numeracy, we were talking about listening to the number song this week. They really enjoy listening to the number song at school. We listen to it very regularly. Sometimes we whisper it, sometimes we sing it as loudly as we can, sometimes we sing in our heads, which they find the hardest because we have to mime it. Listen to the number song just to refresh their mind with those numbers. And then start to make a list. So every day, maybe a different example of making a list of numbers. Today I gave an example of writing down ages for people in our family. Now, so I wouldn't expect all the children to be able to write the number 36. That's where you can help them. You can explain it's got a 3 and then a 6. What Miss Skinner and I are really looking for this week is just practicing number formation. Oliver, he is 2, so I'm going to write the number 2. Make sure your child has written the number the correct way. And again, just discussing numbers and numbers all around us will really help your child to embed those higher and slightly bigger numbers. So, maths, numeracy, literacy, phonics, I've given some examples for PE as well, some physical, but don't forget they are only 4 and 5 years old. So make sure you play, make sure you have fun, make sure you listen to your child, and you know, and for you, it doesn't have to be back to back all day. We don't work back to back all day in the elephant class. We do lots of conversations, lots of listening activities, lots of getting up, waking up, shaking up, go for a walk, do some cooking, play, let them play, read, read, read. Of course, don't forget to read to them. They can read to you. Some days are going to be better than others, but Miss Skinner and I just wanted to give you a kind of heads up with what you could do this week. I've attached as well to the document a PowerPoint slide from Twinkle with all the phase 3 sounds on, so you can play the sound to the child as well. Hopefully you have a good day today, and I look forward to hearing all about the learning.